If you are watching this video, there are two questions in your mind. Should you upgrade your iPhone 12 Pro to the iPhone 17 Pro? Or what are the differences between the iPhone 12 Pro and the newest and shiniest iPhone 17 Pro? Either way, you want to know if the iPhone 17 Pro is worth buying over the iPhone 12 Pro. If you use this iPhone for the last 5 years, you're probably very happy. The iPhone 12 Pro was an awesome device. But now, in 2025, Apple launched their newest and shiniest orange iPhone, the iPhone 17 Pro. Should you upgrade? Well, today's video, I'm going to help you out decide. So if you are excited, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. The big differences between these two phones start off with the design. The iPhone 12 Pro features a squared-off design made of stainless steel and glass, while the iPhone 17 Pro features an aluminum design that has rounded corners and it's actually more comfortable in the hand. The iPhone 12 Pro feels more premium, heavier, and it actually feels $1,000 worth, while the iPhone 17 Pro feels more like the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 16 like before it, because it's made of aluminum. What's the reason? Simple. This now has a vapor chamber technology that cools itself much better, increasing battery life and obviously improving efficiency of the phone, while the iPhone 12 Pro gets hot, real hot, and if you have one, you know already. So the biggest difference in design now is made of aluminum, made of stainless steel, and the huge, ignorable camera bump on the back. This is so big that houses the biggest cameras you have ever seen on an iPhone. They're also the best ones. So yes, Apple now makes all of this camera bump the iPhone. This right here is battery. All of this is the iPhone. The circuit board, the motherboard, the GPU, the CPU, the cameras, everything that's linked with the iPhone actually functioning is right here on the top. The rest is battery, and that's why you have the biggest battery ever on a Pro model. This features a 4300 mAh battery. That's insane. While the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the big boy right here, has around that same thing, or even less. And the iPhone 12 Pro, the smaller iPhone, has much worse battery life. Because at that time, I remember, this was not the best battery iPhone. But now, a few years later, the iPhone 17 Pro, the smaller model, was improved a lot. You don't need the Pro Max models anymore. I mean, look at the differences between these two phone sizes. It's quite insane. And if you can have the smaller iPhone now with the same camera, the same battery, the same display, why pick the bigger one? Doesn't make any sense. And with that, I move on for the battery, which is actually one of the biggest upgrades you will feel whenever you buy the iPhone 17 Pro. The iPhone 17 Pro features, like I said, a 4300 mAh battery. But it's not just in the numbers, not just in the facts. This iPhone features a much more efficient A19 Pro GPU and CPU, and it features an even more efficient thermal design, which means this is a much better battery life. It can last you from 8 to 10 hours of day use. I'm currently recording a day in the life video, and it's currently 4 p.m. I still have 80%. Insane battery for me, insane. While the iPhone 12 Pro was a completely different story. This was more like a 3-4 hour phone, and I might say it was not the best. And obviously, whenever you have not that great battery life, everything else just kind of dims away because, well, without battery, you can't use your phone. As for the displays, on the iPhone 12 Pro, you have two options, the 6.1 and 6.7 inch displays. 12 Pro Max, 12 Pro. And they are also different. This has bigger lenses and better cameras, while the iPhone 12 Pro had worse cameras. So whenever you chose between sizes, you had to choose between battery size, display size, and camera quality. Now, with the iPhone 17 Pro, it's completely different. You can buy the iPhone 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, wherever you want, and both iPhones will be completely the same. The other one will have bigger batteries and a bigger display, obviously, but that's it. It will also be much heavier. So if you choose your size, it's the perfect size. You won't be compromising on the camera quality, neither the display quality. Something to think about. Obviously, both displays are OLED displays. If that's very important to you, both have OLED displays. And actually, side to side, you won't notice that big of a difference. The biggest difference is whenever you use them. Because your old 12 Pro has a 60Hz display, while the iPhone 17 Pro features 120Hz. This makes a huge difference whenever you use both phones. This one feels a lot smoother, newer, and faster without less bugs. And this iPhone, well, feels older, slower, and obsolete whenever you use both at the same time. If you don't actually notice 120 Hz, well, it's still there, and you will after a while. As for peak brightness, the iPhone 17 Pro has much brighter displays. Outside, it will be a hidden gem whenever I'm taking photos and videos. Inside, you won't notice that big of a difference, and so, well, I can show you really. As for the biggest change that you will notice in your life is USB-C. The iPhone 12 Pro has Lightning, the 17 Pro has USB-C. All of your cables will be replaced, so whenever you buy the 17 Pro, you'll have to have completely new cables. But lucky you, the 17 Pro features USB-C, and USB-C is standard for everything. It's the standard for trimmers, the standard for cameras, computers, battery packs, anything that charges currently on the EU uses USB-C. And outside of the EU, everyone uses USB-C. So now this is standardized. You can have all the cables that you want and charge it with it. Very, very cool. This is also faster at transferring anything to your computer. Videos, photos, any type of data, backing up. This is much, much faster. It also has two new buttons, which is the shortcut button and the camera button. The action button, or shortcut button, whatever you want to call it, it's a button for you to create shortcuts to, or even open apps, or even do any type of action that you can do, and it will enable a chain of actions and head as a result. This is a very cool button. It's almost like a personalizable button for you on your iPhone to do anything you want. Really, anything. While the camera button is different, this is more of a camera shutter for your camera app. And I would say it's not the best thing. It's a big gimmick that I actually don't enjoy because it will be turned on lots of times without you wanting. So you'll be taking photos and it will be ruining your photos or ruining your camera app or ruining your video with the camera. Will change all of your settings. This will zoom in, zoom out, change the exposure whenever you don't want to, because it's very, very simple to touch, and being very sensible to touch is not a good thing on the chassis of an iPhone. So camera button, I think it's a big gimmick. I don't like it. While the action button, I have it for ChatGPT. So pretty cool use case. Obviously, this wouldn't be a comparison video without comparing cameras. And here's the biggest difference between these two phones. Triple camera system. But that's where all the similarities end. The iPhone 17 Pro has a huge 40 megapixel main sensor, while this one has a 12 megapixel. This has a huge 40 megapixel ultra wide. This has a 12 megapixel, very, very small. Actually, one of the smallest ultra wide lenses I've ever seen on a phone. This has a huge 40 megapixel telephoto that takes beautiful shots. This has a 12 megapixel telephoto that equals to 2x. And if you upgrade for the 12 Pro Max, yeah, the big boy, you get a 2.5x. Yeah, this has also a bigger sensor on the main, but it's still a 12 megapixel sensor. Again, the cameras are incomparable. The iPhone 12 Pro does take good photos, don't get me wrong. It takes some beautiful shots if you have nice lighting or even on the golden hour. But if you move up for the night shots, the iPhone 17 Pro destroys it, gets beautiful shots, gets portrait photography, gets ultra-wide shots. You can get a variety of focal ranges and still get an amazing shot at night. And even on daylight, this has so much focal ranges for you to choose from with optical quality without losing any quality that it's ridiculous. This is definitely an amazing photo camera. As for the video side, this is also much worse. This can record 4K 60 frames per second. This can record 4K 120, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, but this also can record lock, which also is crazy if you think about it, but it can also record ProRes RAW. So this is a completely professional camera. This is a normal iPhone that can record normal video. Don't believe me? Take a look at these photo samples from the iPhone 17 Pro. Obviously, this is 5 years ahead of the iPhone 12 Pro, but still, these photos are incredible. This iPhone does an amazing job actually taking photos, and even on the video side. I mean, if you can record log ProRes RAW, this means this is a professional camera now, even for studio making, which is kind of insane. And there are some professional films being filmed with the iPhone 17 Pro. This is actually a very powerful camera, and this is the first time that Apple actually focused building the Pro iPhone to be a professional iPhone, to be mainly a camera, not just a phone. And this changes everything. So if you buy the iPhone 17 Pro, you will know what I'm saying. Like, this is the best camera I've ever seen on an iPhone and on a phone. And it offers so much versatility, especially if you use the Final Cut app, Final Cut camera app, or even the Blackmagic camera app. If you love taking photos or videos, upgrading for the iPhone 17 Pro is a must have. And so these are probably the main things you will notice: camera, display, design, and battery. The other things are quite small. Obviously, the USB-C. This is a very important thing. You will switch up everything. Your MagSafe still works. Your cases you will have to buy new, obviously. The colors are much better now. You have this orange, which is beautiful. You have this silver, and you have this deep blue. No more black. But on 12 Pro, you have this very silver or gray. I don't know. Space gray. Not the most beautiful one. Yeah, this one right here, which was this blue, weird blue. This is also 12 Pro. I have so many 12 Pros. I don't know why. But they are blue. Not a bad color. This was mine, actually. And this was the orange, which is currently mine. But again, I love the iPhone 17 Pro. It's an awesome upgrade. If you are upgrading from the iPhone 12 Pro, even the iPhone 12 Pro Max, if you don't really want the bigger size, getting to the 17 Pro is not a bad choice. This has probably better battery life than your 12 Pro Max when it was new. And it will have an insane camera, insane display, and you are not missing out on anything by choosing this smaller size. I think that the 17 Pro Max is too big this year. It reaches up to 6.9 inches, which I think, in my opinion, is simply too big. But let me know below what you think. Obviously, upgrading is a very, very personal thing, but I think that 5 years later, you are ready to do so. Buy an iPhone 17 Pro. Again, don't need to get more than 256 GB of storage, which is the base model, costs $10.99. Your old 12 Pro cost $1,000 5 years ago. So even with inflation, both iPhones cost about the same. And if you want or need more storage, there are some external storage options for you to choose. And again, pretty simple. Just plug them in the back with MagSafe. They work pretty fine and they are much, much cheaper. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Drop it down below. Obviously subscribe to the channel because I'm currently recording a day in the life video. And if you want to check it out, go check it out. It's on the iPhone 17 Pro to see how it performs. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.